Hey everyone, Happy New Year. It's Wendy Pearl from Penguin Random House, here to tell you about two books I love that just went on sale early January. This first book, The Prophets by Robert Jones Jr. I've been waiting to tell you about this for months. I don't think it's an exaggeration to say this is going to be or has been one of the most anticipated debut novels for 2021. It's fantastic, it's beautifully written, almost poetic. Reviews are gushing about Jones and this novel. They're comparing him to Toni Morrison and James Baldwin to give you some sense of his writing. It is the story of two young gay slaves, Isaiah and Samuel, living on a plantation in the South 400 years ago. It is mostly their story, but also various chapters talk about other slaves on the plantation, as well as the slave owner and his family, and of course all their lives intertwining, secrets are revealed, heartbreaking, of course. The other part of this book that I really enjoyed is that Jones sort of weaves in this commentary from the first page to the last heartbreaking climactic ending. The voices of these seven women who end up being ancestors of Isaiah and who are just silently trying to impart their advice, their wisdom. And so there's a little bit of magical realism in this book, which is just beautiful. So this is the book to read. This is going to end up on the best of lists at the end of the year, probably nominated for some awards. It is really fantastic. The second book, very different, The Push by Ashley Audrain. This book I've actually read twice, and the reason is it's a fast, compelling read. It's a real page turner, psychological thriller with all the great drama, twists and turns that you would want. The New York Times, which gave it a rave review, the title of that review said, "When the hand that rocks the cradle is suspicious of the baby inside." Gives you some sense of what this is about. So it starts with Blythe Connor, who is a young, troubled mother, and we know something terrible went wrong because she's watching her daughter Violet from across the street, sort of secretly spying on her ex-husband and their new family and their home. And we know something bad happened that cost her her marriage and custody of Violet, but we don't know what. So Blythe goes on to tell her story, and yet she's an unreliable narrator. And so we really don't know the truth of what happened until the last chilling sentence. So good. Lots of good, juicy sort of themes in here of motherhood, inherited trauma, of course, the unreliable narrator, nurture versus nature, all of that in here, making it a perfect book club book, which is probably why Good Morning America picked it for their January selection. So if you love smart thrillers like Perfect Nanny or Girl on the Train, name a couple, you will love The Push. There you go. Get these at your independent bookstore. Thanks.